Hi, I'm Floss, and today I'm going to take you through Clipper's NFT quest on the Optimism network. There are two places that you can find this quest. First is the Optimism space on the Galxe homepage, and the second is Optimism's own apps ecosystem. We're going to follow the directions from the Galxe page because here's where you eventually claim the reward, which is an NFT oat, which will be displayed for you on your Galxe ID profile and soon to be on Clipper's very own profile and inventory screen. Now let's learn about how to do the quests. To learn about the difference, let's head over to clipper.exchange. We'll add liquidity, and we're presented with the option to interact with Clipper Pool or Clipper Coves. The pool is a multi-asset pool containing a balance of the most popular crypto assets. Those are known as the core assets, and there's about 7 of them. Clipper Coves, however, allows you to swap with any coin, so Clipper becomes your one-stop shop to trade anywhere. Our first quest asks us to interact with Clipper Pool, so let's hit Enter Pool. And if we look at our quest, we're to deposit greater than $20 of USD value into the OP liquidity pool. The first thing that you'll notice is that I've already added a deposit. The smart contract requires that funds are locked for 10 days. That's to ensure stability so that the trading pool has assets to trade. Coves does not have a 10-day locked deposit. However, I'm outside of the 10 days, so the first thing that I'll want to do is I'll scroll down to my staked assets, my locked and unlocked deposits, and I'm going to unlock and withdraw. I'm going to go ahead and confirm this transaction in my wallet. Now it's time for us to add liquidity. We have an appropriate balance, and let's go ahead and ensure that we have more than $20 value. Let's add about 30 OP. We'll add that liquidity. All right, the deposit's value is more than 20. Let's continue. We'll confirm it. And we have confirmed we deposited 30 OP. So if you were to go back to Clipper Optimism Quest, the Clipper OP quest would not be green yet because we haven't done our second task, which is deposit $20 USD value, greater than $20 USD value, into any cove. Let's now go back and learn about coves. Coves are our ability to trade in more than just those core assets. We want to trade in anything we want. The core assets are strong and stable, but we want to trade anything. So we head into coves. It brings you to this page where you can see that I haven't staked any assets in coves. However, I can see all of the active coves. Now these coves, there's a cove for each token pair that you create. So for instance, the most liquid is synthetic USD with this amount of liquidity. What you want to do when you interact with these coves is make sure that there is enough liquidity to make the trade that you want. For instance, if you went to a cove that had less than $100 liquidity and you wanted to make a trade of more than $100, you could potentially get a bad trade. So you need to be very careful when you're interacting with DeFi and make sure that you are confirming a trade that makes sense for you. However, for this quest, we want to make sure that all the coves have sufficient liquidity. So our task here is for you to deposit liquidity into one of these coves. And these coves don't have a lockup like the smart contract on Optimism main pool. So let's choose synthetic ETH, and you can choose to add liquidity. Here we are in the synthetic ETH cove, and you are given the option of deposited in your desired cove asset or a balancing core asset or some mixture of both, such that when you deposit, the price afterwards isn't changed too much so that people can come in and arbitrage the value out. If you show up to a cove that is out of balance, perhaps you can use that in your advantage. But the safest thing to do if the cove is already in balance, simply add an equal amount of the cove asset as well as the core asset. Let's do that now. Now we're in our synthetic ETH cove. Let's go ahead and deposit greater than $20 USD value and complete the quest. So we're going to add a little bit of synthetic ETH, and we're going to add a similar amount of OP. Pretty close. You can see that the cove price is more than 1%. I'm going to go ahead and hit add deposit anyway for the sake of this quest. And then afterwards, maybe I'm going to take advantage of this new price, which you smart, savvy traders will have to figure out how to do that. So let's go ahead and add liquidity. It gives me a warning that the cove will be out of balance. Let's go ahead and continue with this deposit. Confirm the transaction. The transaction has submitted. And after I have deposited $20 USD value into the OP main pool, and I have now deposited into the cove, let's go ahead and view my staked assets. It might take a while, but as soon as it is confirmed, it'll show my synthetic ETH deposit active cove. And you can go to your Clipper Optimism quest. Everything will turn green. For me, I would have to follow Twitter. However, I am our Twitter. You can't follow your own Twitter. So I personally can't get this NFT, but you guys can. So enjoy the NFT quest. If you have any issues with becoming a Clipper Discord member, that is based on the Galxe's bot. So you can go to their Discord, which is gal.xyz/Discord, and go to their support channel because it's their bot that detects whether you're in the Discord. If you have any problems with the quest, come over to our Discord and ask some questions. Thanks so much and enjoy your rewards.